Hey guys, it's Mega here, once again. And I don't really have much of a topic to talk about now, but if this doesn't end up going out because it's too short or I have nothing to say, well, it's good practice. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because obviously if you're hearing me, then I did end up finding some scrap to ramble on about for about 10 minutes. So, let's see if I can. Anyway, I just came from gym. Like I said I was doing in the last video. But, yeah, I've only been going for about 1.5 months. And I've nearly gained a stone, which was what I was aiming to do. But, like, I tried P90X and things like that, and it was just doing nothing for me. But I had absolutely no fat to lose. I pretty much had, like, my fat percentage was one of the lowest they'd ever seen when they first started going to the gym. And if I'm out of breath, it's because well, yes, I'm out of breath, but I just got out of the gym like this second. I'm doing that annoying laugh again. I need to stop that, but it annoys me when I'm watching my own videos. So I know it's annoying you guys. Annoying. I need to speak more clearly too. Blah. Motor vlogging is hard. English, why are you so difficult? Oh. Anyway, today I've been trying to do a bit more legs because my body's sort of getting to where I'm happy with. I've put on about a stone, and that's entirely muscle, like waist above. So I'm pretty happy with that. But my legs are pretty much still what they was before, and it's starting to look odd. I thought there was more room than it was there. Sorry. Anyway, it's starting to look odd with my legs, so trying to focus on that a little bit. So I don't know, have you ever seen those guys who, like, their upper body looks like Superman, but their legs are like twigs, and it just looks so weird. It's like, how are you standing right now? It just looks like, technically, like, people have figured this out, and beauty is just, it's all it is proportions. Like, what there's this plastic surgeon, and people who have had, like, massive face reconstructions, do you know, like after a massive injury or something, they've come out saying they're looking better than they did when they came in. Because it's all about proportions. Like, your nose needs to be a certain proportion from, like, your mouth, and it's all worked out mathematically. So beauty is a thing that you can actually work out with maths. Like, the people who actually have these proportions, people call beautiful. And it's just weird how it works. So it's kind of similar with muscle. Everything needs to be proportioned. If you're big all over, then sure, there's people who are into that, because it's proportionally big all over. Like, but if you have massive legs and no upper body, people will think that looks a bit weird and, like, be less into it, even though there'll be people who really like legs and not too bothered about upper body. It goes same for upper body and legs. There's people who are only really interested, like, someone might get really turned on by, like, massive pecs and arms and stuff. But if someone has massive pecs and arms with skinny ass legs, they still probably won't like it, just because proportions. It's weird how it works. Should I start heading down Snake's Pass? Like, towards Snake's Pass? Yeah, why not? I don't think I'll end up getting to it in this video, but it's a decent road, so why not? Whee! I come down this road all the time, like, it's towards Ladybower, which is actually one of my favourite places to go when I just want to stop and think for a little bit. It's pretty brilliant. Do you know when you're stressed? And I haven't been able to find anything better than riding as fast as I can, like pushing my limits, and then going sitting by a lake, listening to music, and then on the way back pushing yourself again, like, because you get all this sort of stress and anger out while you're sort of riding fast, things like that. And then when you're just by the lake, all the rest of it just seems to go away, and it's just brilliant. There's nothing better. I'll let this guy go because I'm nice. There we go. see, I can be nice, just it's not very often. My legs are really tired, and my legs can't really tell what gears are like trying to move it. And I feel like I'm pushing the gear level up as much as I normally do, but it's just not clicking in. Oh, it's annoying that. So do you know when people run out of things to talk about, like that now? They always talk about the weather. So, I think I've just decided I'm going to talk about the weather. Anyway, did I know you laugh again? I need to stop. It's pissing me off. Like, it's majorly pissing me off now. So, the weather. Yesterday it was beautiful, and I spent 3 hours on the bike, mostly so I could go on. Mostly because I wanted to get the most of it, because the weather forecast pretty much says after today it's going to rain non-stop for the rest of your life. So, and that doesn't sound very fun. So what I've ended up doing was I spent the entire day riding, and then I went out with some mates at night, the independent bikers. I seem to have joined their club. I've just sort of got tagged along by someone who goes there. But yeah, I ended up riding all night with them as well. So I did like 6 hours riding yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Oh shit. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. But it said it was going to piss it down today, and it hasn't so far, so that's nice. Why I'm doing this video now. I think what I'm going to be doing next, pretty soon, is a video on wet weather riding. Just because that's all I think I can really put out for the moment. Like, that's sort of topical. Unless I wanted to talk about politics, and I don't want to talk about politics, because that's just going to... It's a bad idea to just... No. It's just not going to happen. I can say I don't like UKIP, but it's not really politics, that's just... Yeah. They're not very good. And if you like UKIP, it's probably because you're homophobic, racist, or worried that someone who can't even speak this language is going to take your job. In which case, yes, then vote for UKIP, go for it. But, yes, I'm not talking about that. I said I wasn't, and then I did. What am I like? Anyway, weather. It looks like it's going to be raining for the next week, which sucks. But the thing about this bike is it's got such a low centre of gravity that when it's actually on wet roads, it's actually quite a lot of fun, just because you always end up going around corners sliding, whereas it's like 90 kilos on chunky tyres that are 12-inch tall. You go around the corner and you hit a puddle or something, and it'll just send you flying sideways. But as long as the front tyre's got grip, which it normally does, because it's a spinner, it manages to cut through the water a little bit. I imagine. I've never had a problem when I've lost the front end going around the corner anyway. I've lost the front end braking, and well, I've been fine again because of the low centre of gravity. I can just put my feet down and let off the brakes and then go back on the brakes as soon as the tyres get grip again. It just sort of happens automatically. It's not really a problem. It's why I have so much confidence in this bike, because everything that will throw off most riders, as I've been fine, and it doesn't take any effort whatsoever, and it's all down to the bike. It's brilliant. So I will probably be putting out a wet weather riding video, even though there's all over the place. And I'll probably also be doing some driving stupid in wet weather. Like, I'll find some nice clear roads where there's not much traffic and not much to hit, like I normally do, and I'll just go sliding around a corner, just using a bit of clutch, using a bit of rear brake here and there, and just go sliding about, have a bit of fun. Like I always do. Oh, puddle hunting! Puddle hunting is fun! Oh, I love it. Do you know when it's like a monsoon? And then I don't know if anyone else does this, but when it's like a monsoon, I'll go driving around, like, places I know that are like at the bottom of hills, and just go puddle hunting, just for the deep, so I can find the deepest puddle that I can go through. I am just like a little kid. I just am a little kid, that's it. Mental age, about 12. when I was 12, my mental age was sort of non-existent just because I was so antisocial. But that's a different video entirely. So, I think I'm actually going to cut this video short. Like I said, I don't have much to talk about, and I just sort of wanted a little bit of practice talking to you guys. And it'll improve my next videos by putting this one out. Also, look at that view, that's beautiful. Look at it. I've stood up now just because that view is beautiful. I like it. So, it's been Mega. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do try to subscribe, because right now you would be my entire subscriber base if you subscribed. So guys, I have one subscriber, and that is also me. It doesn't count. So if you subscribe, you're my entire subscription base right now. So, it's been Mega. Hope you enjoyed the video. Try not to crash.